Welcome to Elijah's Fire. There's a story told by the Desert Fathers of two monks walking in the desert seeking a monastery where they can find wisdom. And as they're walking, they go past the city and they see sitting on the city walls two demons, and they're just sitting there half asleep, relaxing. And then as they walk further on into the desert and see the monastery, they see the monastery surrounded by demons, making loud noises and carrying on. And the point of this story is that in the city, they don't have much work to do because nobody really cares about God. Nobody's really seeking God. Whereas in the monastery, the monks there are seeking God, sincerely seeking God, and therefore the demons have a lot of work to do. The experience of walking the path of prayer, of walking the spiritual path, taking the spiritual journey, it's always an experience of struggle. There seems to be something within us, within our society, within the world, that is actively opposed our best. We seek to be the best people we can possibly be. We seek to be holy. We seek union with God. But there's something within us that seeks exactly the opposite, that wants to take us in the other direction. There's something in the world that wants to take us in the other direction. So it feels like this struggle between good and evil within ourselves. And this struggle you see in the great literature, the great stories, the great scriptures of the world. They're always describing the world as this struggle between good and evil. And in the Christian tradition, the sources of that struggle were the self, the world, and ultimately Satan. Within ourselves, we find things that are ultimately self-destructive, that are not good for us. We call these the deadly sins. Why are they deadly? Because they kill our relationship with God. They kill the possibility of us achieving our greatness, achieving our full potential. In the world, we are surrounded by temptations, the crass atheism, the crass materialism, the greed, the sexual obsession, the critical race theory, gender ideology, you name it. Our modern society is post-Christian. It's forgotten God. And as one of the philosophers said, if you stop believing in God, you can believe in anything and everything. And then we have the ultimate source of evil, which we would call the devil, Satan, whatever. Satan is not just this little figure with horns and a tail. No, it's the ultimate source of evil, the ultimate source of that is anti-good, that is anti-Christ, that is anti the best for ourselves. So as you walk the spiritual path, as you walk the spiritual journey, you have to encounter these sources of evil, and it is a continual struggle. It's a continual battle. As I said in one of my earlier videos, it's more like an MMA fight rather than a game of ping pong. It's a struggle. It's a battle. That is what it's going to feel like. That is going to be your day-to-day experience. And what we ultimately learn is that we need to rely on the mercy of God. We can never make ourselves worthy of God. God, in His goodness, He has made us worthy. He has given Himself to us. He has blessed us. He has forgiven us. It's His compassion, it's His mercy, it's His love that accepts us. And we need to grow in that compassion, mercy, and love. We can never achieve it. It's a gift given. But we must always struggle for the good, for the true, and for the beautiful. We must always struggle to reach our full potential. And do we reach it in this life? Many of us don't. That's why we have this belief in purgatory. It says that the purification that we begin in this life continues after we die. And that purification is a purification from all the destructive, selfish, evil desires within ourselves. And the more we are purified from the ego, the closer we get to union with God. Thank you for listening. God bless.